What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a new series on my channel, being weekly movie news, where I discuss the breaking news stories of movies and TVs and new trailers coming out for movie and TV shows and the new releases that just dropped that week. This is going to be a weekly series every Saturday, so I hope you guys enjoy, and welcome to episode 1. Alright, so first up on our breaking news stories of the week, we learned that The Flash is going to be screening at CinemaCon a whole 2 months early. CinemaCon is basically for investors and movie theater owners to see how the new movies are going to do in their theaters. So this is big news, and it shows that Warner Bros. Has a lot of hope for The Flash, and that means it's probably going to be really good. Another new news topic, The Marvels is going to be delayed to November 10th. It was originally set in July, and it's basically going to give it more time for post-production VFX, which I'm really happy about because Marvel needs to slow down a little bit. And Emma Mackey says she won't be returning for Sex Education Season 5. Sex Education is one of my favorite shows, and I think they should just end it on Season 4 because a lot of the cast is not going to be coming back. Also, Succession is going to end with Season 4, sadly, because it seems like there's been a lot of drama on set. So this season, the 4th season this year, is going to be its last season. Also, Tom Hardy announces Venom 3 is now in pre-production, so we could see that film coming out maybe late next year or 2025 at the latest, but I'm pretty sure it might make it a 2024 date next year. Also, the final trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Releases next month, March 9th, which is very exciting. We're very close to that movie, and it's going to do some big numbers with the box office. And new Lord of the Rings films are actually in development at Warner Brothers, which is big, but if they're not done well, then that could really hurt the franchise. I'm a big fan of the Lord of the Rings film. I think it's the best trilogy of all time, so I'm excited to see what they're cooking up over there. Bad Boys 4 is reportedly set to begin filming April 3rd, 2023. This is exciting because Bad Boys for Life was actually a really fun movie in 2020 before COVID happened. So let's see if they can do some magic for the 4th one also. And another big news story for Marvel is Steven Yeun from The Walking Dead and Nope lands a key role in the Thunderbolts movie as a character with a potential future in the MCU. Ahsoka is likely releasing this fall on Disney Plus, according to Rosario Dawson. That's probably going to be a huge show for Disney Plus. Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon reportedly has a runtime of 3 hours and 20 minutes, which is long, but knowing Martin Scorsese, it's going to be great because all of his movies that are 3 hours are usually amazing. And we got some interesting news about Hellboy, because Brian Taylor says Hellboy the Crooked Man is basically a new movie they're adapting from Hellboy. It's an R-rated folk horror movie, and says it will have 3 leads, which include Hellboy, Tom Farrell, and a new character Mike Mignola has created just for this film. I'm kind of interested in this movie, but we don't need more Hellboy in my opinion. That last one was not great, but David Harbour was pretty good, but the movie as a whole wasn't great. And we got some sad news right here. David Fincher confirms Mindhunter Season 3 is not going to happen. His quote says, "It's a particularly expensive series, and in the eyes of Netflix, we haven't attracted a large enough audience for it to justify such an investment," which is really sad because it's a great show, but it's just not going to get a new season. Stella Meggy is set to direct episodes of the Disney Plus Wonder Man show, which is pretty exciting as we have Dustin Daniel Cretton is producing that also. So that is awesome. We also heard news that Namor is going to return in Avengers The Kang Dynasty. Jeff Loveness, the writer, did confirm that today. And there's a rumor stating that Danny DeVito is going to reprise his role in Disney's live-action Hercules, which would make that movie at least a little bit better. But who knows how that movie's going to turn out. And Reacher Season 2 has officially wrapped filming, so that show could be coming out later this year. But I'd put my bets on early next year. And then we have a new film that's in the works called Gnomes, and it's a story follows a girl who stumbles into the territory of a killer gnome tribe while out on her daily run. That just sounds freaky, but I am prepared for that. And that's basically the breaking news. Let's get to the new trailers that dropped this week. Alright, the 2 trailers that came out this week were The Pope's Exorcist and The Machine. They look like low-budget standard B movies to wait for maybe on streaming, but I look to see that The Machine could be a fun movie, so I'd go check these trailers out if you have the time. But let's get into the new releases that came out this week. Alright, so this week we only had a couple new releases. We had Cocaine Bear, which, as you saw in my review, I had a really fun time in that movie. It's great to experience that with the crowd. We also had Outer Banks Season 3. I'm a big fan of that show. I binged that season like 2 days. It's not as good as the last season, but it's actually still pretty good. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. And a new movie dropped on Netflix called We Have a Ghost, has Anthony Mackie, David Harbour. I have not watched it yet, but you all should give it a try. And that's basically the new releases for this week. Alright guys, that's episode 1 of movie news for this week. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you want me to go more in depth on the topics or stick to more topics, stick to less topics. I'd love to hear your feedback. But we're going to continue this series next week. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.